What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 30 of my Total Warhammer II modded Arkhan the Black campaign. So as we saw last time, the Court of Libaras is now gone for good with the entirety of the province of the Devil's Backbone, as well as a portion of the Crater of the Waking Dead ours. Doomglade is not ours yet, but it should fall fairly quickly as there's a plague here and there's no defenders, so that's going to be an easy auto-resolve. Hey, it does look like we have a plague in here, but it doesn't appear to be affecting our units, which does make sense, unless we only got it this turn. I don't remember which turn we actually got it at. Either way, that's fine. We do need to find Krok-Gar next turn. Or not, or over the next few turns. We don't know where he is. We also need to head down here to get this Book of Nagash, which is just for, it's just for taking the Temple of Skulls over, which should be done fairly quickly. In addition to that, we have several armies that are now good to go, and they're going to proceed to their upcoming battles. Let's get you moving in such a way where you don't suffer attrition, buddy. Go like so. Just ignore that Remnants of Battle, please. Oh, wait, fine. Fell cargo, there you go. Wax sealed ration upkeep. Swell. Does nothing. That's alright though. Can you move in? Okay, fine. Really? Okay, maybe one skull of attrition won't be too bad. Let's go like this then. Oh, that's two. Come on. I swear I saw one in some way. Wait. There we go. One. Ah, no, it's two. I guess two no matter what we do. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's see how much damage you take. And it appears to be no damage. Sometimes when you move through an attrition area, you take some damage, even when you end up in a non-attrition area, but sometimes you don't. Maybe C works differently. I've never actually bothered to look into it. Not that it matters, because next turn we will be able to land in Sartosa, and then the turn after that, attack the settlement itself. Don't really care about the settlement itself so much as I care about the wine, because Arkhan's been waiting for his damn staff for ages now. And I believe that's everything that needs to be done this turn, so we can freely end it. Although, wait, let's just preemptively here. Let's preemptively summon this guy, the Proficient Caster Lich Priest of Nehekara. I did decide against the Lich Priest of Death last time to go for the for this army, so we won't be seeing him until we get the Scorpion army out, which is not this army, but the army that comes after that. In fact, we should start building Scorpion buildings, just put it in this army or something like that. Yeah, because this army is designed to take massive amounts of casualties. I mean, look at the troop types here. They're all going to take a lot of damage after all. And the Golden Host of Mahrak is actually seems like a really good unit. Nearly 100 armor, defender, resilient, 37 and 51 on melee attack and defense. Probably could have made a fairly elite army with them. And the Bright Shields are looking pretty decent as well, but they have no armor, and same with the Black Shields. So these guys are a lot less elite. But the Golden Host of Mahrak are pretty good, so at least these guys have at least some ringers, and I did just say at least twice. Anyway, the thing I was talking about with the Lich Priest of Nehekara was that these guys do the healing thing, and that's really the only healing option we have via the Restless Dead, which is why I want them in here instead of the Death Priest. Now, we are going to spam Nair's Incantation of Protection, definitely going to need a lot of that, and I guess we'll go for Magical Reserves, because this army is definitely going to be relying on a lot of spam damage. If next turn we have a better priest that comes out of this, and we get lucky, then we'll put them into there. And I'm speaking of priests and heroes, who are you? Oh, you're right, you're this Necrotech, you don't really need to be here. You're level 5, and I think the only reason I have you here is because you provide extra recruit ranks to various constructs, which is fine. We'll be building some constructs here, but we will need to get some other heroes into this army. We're out of Necrotechs, unfortunately, and I did want another Tomb Prince. The question is, do we go for another... What kind of Tomb Prince will it have to be? I mean, if we get, for example, the tough guy, he'll have +5 melee defense, hit points, and armor. Alternatively, we could wait for another one that's a cavalry master for melee and defense. Yeah, that feels better. I feel like we'll wait for another cavalry master, so you're okay. And I think with that, we can end this turn. We don't have any more cash to spend. And everybody's good here. You're good, right? Yeah, you're good. Let's see if we can't take Nagash real quick. Now, while this end turn thing is proceeding, trade agreement dissolved between Karaz Karak and us. Huh. Wait, I did that last turn, or in between the episodes, actually, to try to get some trade. Now, was this dissolved for us to cancel the trade agreement? Do you mean they cancel the trade agreement? This better have not impacted our reliability rating. Oh, damn, yeah, well, this is gonna die. 2 Blackworks units. Okay, well, we'll have to come back for that. We'll send one of our extra armies here. Annoying, but whatever. We'll deal with it. Oh, in fact, this army is right here. Well, that works out perfectly. You're gonna go right here. You're gonna take that back. So annoying. Brayherds come, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so what exactly stopped us from getting the trade agreement? Was it by sea? Did they lose Barak Var? They did not lose Barak Var. What the hell is happening here? Akendorf, do they have a route? Varenka Hills? Huh. Wait, so is Akendorf fighting with Karazakarak? Is that what's happening here? Why did they lose their route to the water? No, they're in a military alliance with them. Alright, so I don't know what the hell's going on there. Doesn't matter, I guess. We'll figure it out anyway. Before I got rudely interrupted, what I was trying to get to was the fact that this is the 30th episode and the 15th episode in a series, which therefore means that I gotta annoy you guys by reminding you to drop those likes and comments, etc. to support this particular Let's Play if you've been enjoying the content, yada yada yada. But, well, let's say we've done that. Now, we're going to move through attrition here. We're going to take a bit of damage, but we can just go into, a stance for one turn. I'd rather do that, especially if this army doesn't come here. We'll see if it does. And I know I was going to avoid the attrition, but nah, it's not a big deal. I mean, this will be a pretty tough fight, but if we can go into a heal up via stance and then siege it, we should be okay. Now, Arkhan, I can move all the way down here. Let's find Krokgar, shall we? Oh, Arkhan's gonna get a plague here. But, oh no, the plague does affect us. Okay, well, we're gonna have to move through plague provinces. Oh, damn, all these provinces are plagued up. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Yes, we seek Krokgar, buddy. Well, it looks like plagues aplenty for everybody. Let's move all of our agents down here, and you guys have moved. You have leveled up as well. Do you have the maximum amount of canopic jars? Yes, you do. I guess we can get you more assault units. I don't really care about assassinate right now, especially on the basic heroes. Not going to be doing too much assassinating. Now, did we get a better Lich Priest than we had? We had a Wrathful one. You know what? You're fine. Let's just take this guy. I don't want to wait. And who leveled up here? You did. And your army is also now ready to go, which is perfect. Sun-Scorched Bones and Arrows of Asaf, we will max out for getting into anything else, especially as you will be a Seaborn army. So yeah, do that. What is this? What do we have here? A Mysterious Island, which will mean a fight for these guys. Okay, that'll be a fun cinematic battle because we haven't seen these guys go. Ooh, what do we have here? Cat Wake. So here's the question. Do we attack Cat Wake, or do we let it go? And then just go for Sartosa? Damn, the thing is, I feel like it's probably better, we're better off going for Sartosa, aren't we? This army will still be alive, and it'll most likely land somewhere here. Oh, I hope it doesn't land in Gorgazan. I guess we could send this army to try to destroy these guys afterwards. Alright, let's try that. I really want to see the Ushabti in action. Now, you are at war with Clan Angren, so let's talk to Clan Angren, shall we? You guys, diplomacy. Join war against Pirates of Sartosa. You will give us, I don't know, some money. 1,800. How about 2,500? No. Okay. Again, payments. And yeah, I'm nickel and diming, but what can you do? There you go, it's a little bit better. And now we're at war with Sartosa, and we are going to land here. Probably every faction is going to love us for fighting Sartosa anyway, so... Alright, so go here. And then... Oh, there's nobody in it, you poor fools. That's free wine, looks like. And land, please. And attack. Ah, I'm gonna have to do that next turn. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. What about you? Can you get in here, or are you too far? Alright, somebody's got to have a debut battle here. Come on, guys. And, you're just... Of course. Wait, actually, wait. Mysterious Islands don't actually have a battle, do they? I don't remember. I think it's... Fell Cargo definitely does. I think Shipwreck does as well. I think Mysterious Islands don't. And I don't remember about Remnants of Battle. Was this a Remnants of Battle? What's over here? Another Mysterious Island. Ah, well, whatever. We'll find one eventually. You've moved. Who else needs to move here? Settlement upgrade available where? Sudenburg. I don't really care about you. What about the settlement upgrade around Kasabar? Okay, that will be done next turn. It's going to cost us a lot of cash, though. Nah, we'll deal with it. Oh, speaking of Kasabar, I believe I found... It wasn't in Kasabar, though. It was in Qatar, was it? No? Numas? Oh, damn it, I lost it now. So remember when I was trying to find the place that was allowing us to recruit the guards of the Alabaster Tower before? I found it. And, oh no, it wasn't Kasabar, I'm not crazy. See, Guardians of the Alabaster Tower, the City of Bronze allows us to build these guys. So, Lamia also allows us to build these guys, but neither of them actually increases their capacity, which is kind of a weird design. I feel like it was supposed to be a different unit here or something like that, because this doesn't feel right. But hey, what can you do? We also got a bunch of upgrades here. I guess we're going to go straight for a Pyramidion. All over the place. In fact, just get mass amounts of Pyramidions here. Oh, you're going to have to wait until you power yourself up. Yeah, that's fine. Because this place will be making a decent amount of cash with the gemstone mine in here. Although we will keep this. Should probably build another Royal Burial Chamber here, but I guess we'll wait on that one. Anyway, another settlement upgrade of... Oh, wait, I thought we skipped past that. Vulture Mountain. You know what? No, I don't care about you. You're a yellow district, and so are you. Anything good? Al-Haik. You know, it's about time we upgraded you. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Just get that. You know what? Let's finally build these defensive buildings. I know that isn't giving us more money, but, you know, we do need to be able to defend this place if it gets attacked. And I think that's all of the coastal regions that are now shored up, as it were. Is there any more we can spend on? You know what? Maybe we could just ignore it. Let's just double check that we didn't get anybody here. We got a Cunning Tomb Prince, no new Cav Master, strong Necrotect. You know what? Maybe we go for the strong Necrotect. You know what? Let's summon him temporarily, and then we'll see if we get another one that is in that has buffs to. Go Stone Shaper, Restore Wrath Creator. That has buffs to Khemri and War Sphinxes. I don't know if one of those exists, but if one does, then we'll make use of that. And then I guess increase mobility, Indomitable Will, and you're gonna hit pretty hard when you're in that army, but we will need to give you Conqueror, and then hard to hit after that. Okay, that looks good to me, at least for now. And then you're going to get that Necrotect or another Necrotect, as well as another Tomb Prince and then a Caster. 5 heroes in this army, and then this stuff, and then a bunch of Khemri and War Sphinxes, since you're the War Sphinx guy. So that'll be this army. It will have no range, I guess. I think the War Sphinxes will deal with that. We don't really need range in every army. I don't really like relying super much on range and everywhere. Plus, I want to build another army somewhere that has basically nothing but range. All the different types of range units that the Tomb Kings have to offer. And I guess that's another end turn, isn't it? Alright, you're going to take more damage to attrition here. And I forgot what I was doing with you, buddy. You're another Necrotect. Where were you going? Oh, I think I just sent him out here just to get away from being close to Khemri. That's fine. Rise of Sartosa. Oh, you're going to move your defending little army back. Oh, damn. Do we have to wait until Erenessa comes back? If anybody remembers what buff you get for defeating Erenessa, let me know. Because I don't know if it's worth it to wait until she's back or she's not. Let's see. There we go. Occupied Fleet Port of Terror. Vampire Council love us right after we attacked a Vampire Coast thing. Misty Mountain Earthquake. -5 public order. Well, unfortunate, but not a huge deal, because this place doesn't make all that much money in the first place. Let's untax it for a little while, in fact. And what got damaged? Wait, did that earthquake didn't actually damage any buildings? Construction cost +50 for local buildings for 3 turns. Okay, we'll just leave that alone. Okay, now you could attack Nagashazar, but I think you're a little bit too hurt right now. How fast will we heal with Entomb Beneath the Sands? I guess we'll have to entomb like right here then. Yeah, alright. This will hurt you a little bit more from moving, then you can entomb, and then just wait, let's say, 1 or 2 turns while you start breaking down their walls. Do that a few times. Oh, failure, yeah, we'll definitely need the walls down, because we don't want to deal with that. You can also get a level up. Let's level up damage walls a little bit. And we'll basically wait until the walls are down. Now you're a Lich Priest of Light. Oh, speaking of Lich Priests of Light, we'll get a Lich Priest of Light in our all-range army when we get one. And I do want another Ghost army as well. What do you want? Like, an even more Ghost army than Arkhan's army, because Arkhan's army is going to be like a half-Ghost army, right? But we can make one that has basically nothing but Ghosts. Do we go for Onslaught, or do we keep going through this stuff? I mean, I do tend to use Baroness Time Warp quite a bit. And you know what? I did want 1 point in Light of Battle. We just got to make sure we get enough points to get into Vicious Curses here. Because it's faction-wide, so we still want it. Regardless of the fact that there isn't one of the range units in this army. Now, technology. Do we go for the next dynasty? No, I think we wait a little bit more. Keep researching stuff. We're almost at the point where we should probably start getting a few of these. Like the Heralds. It would probably be faster. And actually, it's equally as fast getting the Heralds as it is to get into the Dynasty. And we are gaining a fairly decent amount of Canopic Jars per turn, so maybe it's time. Now, we don't need the Scorpion one yet. Ammunition for Skeletal Archers and Horsemen. Hawkish Precision for Skeleton Archers, Skeleton Archer Chariots, Ushabti with Great Bow, and Bone Giants. Huh. Now, Herald of Khemri, do we give you to the Ushabti army or to the army that has a lot of Skeleton Archers? Huh. Do Ushabti with Great Bow not automatically have Hawkish Precision? I just want to double check that. Oh, this is an easy... Damn. This is going to be an auto-resolve for you. Let's just do that. And then I want to check those Ushabti real quick. Oh, this is not... What? Really? Really, game? Are you sure? Okay, game has gone insane. We're gonna fight this in a second. I get that this guy's only level 5, but I feel like the game's gone insane, or I'm missing something. Like, I'm really missing something. Oh man, now we have to choose. We got this fight versus that fight. I guess we could just try to do both if we do them real quick. Alright, I'm gonna jump straight into this one. We can't fight. Why can't we fight? These are monstrous units. What are you talking about, game? We don't actually need a ram. Okay, fine. Just build 1 ram. Wow, we could build 4 rams. Man, if we could send Ushabti onto siege towers, that would be amazing. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll build 1 ram completely unnecessarily. These guys could just destroy it from range. There you go. Well, that decides it about attacking Sartosa this very turn. And yeah, I find that really bizarre. Because usually if you have monstrous infantry, you should be able to go through. Anyway, I did not decide about this. I guess we could just get the Blessings of the Scarab. Plus 5% casualty replenishment rate. It is to all armies. And we haven't taken some attrition. Fine, just do that. Especially since there's going to be an army that's in the sea. I guess this will come in handy. Then I think we'll go through all of these, and then we'll do a few of these. Or rather, we'll go through all of these, we'll get the Heralds empowered to get the extra army capacity, and it'll help with our global recruitment. And then we'll do a few more of the techs, because we do need the Tomb Guard tech, as well as several of these other techs, so yeah, that's fine. Now can you fight this then? Oh wait, it's a Mysterious Island, so that's no fight. Okay, fine. Farsight, favorable winds, a little bit more campaign movement range. I guess we could try to send you to Lucini, or Lucini, rather. I'm not going to put you into Quick Stance, though. Did you just take attrition? Yeah, I just took a little bit of attrition in the sea. That's okay. We could also attack the Skaven if we really felt like it. I'll think about it. It's all yellow territory, so we don't really care about that. We have to remember that we have campaign objectives here. Destroy the Exiles of Nehek, which I don't really care about. And all this stuff should be relatively easy to achieve. What do we need? The Temple of Skulls we will have soon, and Teotihuacan we will have soon. Karakate Peaks we will have soon. Karak Azul, only if we attack... do we attack the High Elves? I don't know. I'll think about it. Ekrund, Barak Var. Ekrund is here. Okay, we should be able to have that. Barak Var is dwarf territory, but I think most of this will be ours regardless. Wow, really? You want us to attack Myrmidons? Oh, it's owned by Sartosa right now. I didn't even realize that. Well, that should be an easy one. Oh, and it was recently taken, too. I guess we could send... Oh, damn, we could send this army down here, then. Yeah, let's just send you down here. And we'll have you deal with Sartosa and Lucchini. Perfect. Okie dokie. And our other campaign goal, which is only like a self-made goal, is to get all the books of Nagash, because it wouldn't feel like a win until we had all of them. So that we still have to work towards. We don't necessarily need a lot of this semi-useless yellow territory, mostly because it takes so much to get the... Oh, the plague just ended here. Perfect. It takes just so much cash to get buildings built for the Tomb Kings. Alright, Kroggar. Identify yourself, buddy. Where are you? Please don't tell me he's out to sea somewhere. That would annoy me greatly. You know what? Go out to sea. See if you can find him. See if you can find him. Do we just start the war with these guys? We were waiting for that other army. Speaking of that other army, I guess we will attack with you since you're the only real option right now. Go. Get to it. Well, let's see how right this auto-resolve is. Unless I'm crazy, it's the one that's gone crazy. Alrighty, here we go. Let's prove that auto-resolve really wrong. It looks like because we have artillery, the enemy army is actually going to move towards us, which is really great because the speed on the Tomb Guard is just insanely low, and I don't want to wait for it. So we have a pretty basic setup, a giant line of Tomb Guard guarding our single Casket of Souls. I'd almost like a second Casket of Souls in this army, but I think we'll be okay. Then we have our 2 Necropolis Knights that are anti-infantry waiting on the flanks, and then our Necropolis Knights with Halberd in the center, just because we're going to react to where the enemy cav goes. Let's take a look at the models while we wait for the enemy army to approach, shall we? So these guys are the Halberdier type of Necropolis Knights, looking pretty fly. And then let's take a look at the Regiment of Renown and the regular units of the anti-infantry spear-wielding Necropolis Knights. I feel like these guys should have an anti-large buff to them as well, but I suppose since they're, I guess they're lances, aren't they? Or they're supposed to be lances. They just look like spears. Alright, yeah, looking pretty good as well. I like the green color scheme of these guys. I wish you could build an army with nothing but green color scheme. We also have a bunch of like semi-regiments of renown or unique units of Tomb Guard here, so let's take a look at them. So these are the regular Tomb Guard with halberds. Ooh, you have a full mask. Good for you, buddy. It's a lot of gold in there. And let's see, these guys. What are you? So are they just recolored? I feel like they're just recolored. They don't appear to have anything different about them. Sphinx Legion of Numas. Their shields... I guess their shields look a little... No. Oh, their shields are all of the same type, and they're this specific kind of shields. Okay, I like that all their shields are the same type, since they're the same kind of legion. And then we have these guys, who also have a different shield unit, but otherwise are pretty much the same looking. Man, these guys really hide behind their shields, don't they? It's gonna be hard to hit you guys, except in the head, I guess. And their halberds also look the same. And then we have one more type of special unit, which is these guys. Oh, they all have a full mask. Oh, these guys gotta be the best. Oh, and they have a leader with a completely full mask. And by completely full, I mean it's also colored, not just gold. It's actually painted. Okay, well, these guys have obviously got to be the best ones around here. We also have our Tomb Prince guarding. He's the infantry type of Tomb Prince. This works so well. And wow, the enemy army, yeah, you know what, let's speed that up though. And we always take it forever to get to us in the slow down mode. And there we go. Lots and lots of Tomb Guard. I'm really loving the way they look. Can't wait until they get into it. And oh, I did not realize this. The Sphinx Legion actually appears to have some sort of, is this a Lich Priest with them? Huh, obviously he doesn't add anything, but... Oh, I think these guys have a special ability that's a cast, so it does make sense that they have one of these guys, doesn't it? Yeah, these guys have another one here. Okay. So the Mahrok Guard are the only ones that don't have anything really special about them, do they? I don't see any kind of special unit or a leader among them. Would have been nice if they had a standard bearer or something like that. But it's okay. Alright, let's check out how much damage we've dealt with our range units thus far, or our single range unit thus far. The Orc boys have dropped a little bit. Most of the damage has been done to the Black Orcs with shields, which is the unit that we've been focusing on. And rightly so, as they are by far the most threatening unit on the field. We are... actually does fairly decent damage to them. As this is now the regular Black Orc unit being focused, the ones with the great weapons as opposed to the shielded kind, and our artillery is also doing a good job at not missing every single shot. We're also about to charge in with our cav, so at least we'll see a little bit of cav dueling. We'll see which one is first. Might be this one that gets charged first, I'm not sure. Alright, first charge of the Necropolis Knights for this campaign. Let's check it out. And here we go, and in here actually doing a fairly decent job at knocking these guys back. Obviously they're just spider riders, but they are the spear kind of spider riders, which means they should have the a little bit of an anti-large bonus against our cav, but they're obviously not going to win here, even if this is the infantry unit, especially as the Regiment of Renown is also going to charge them in the back and do insane amounts of damage. We don't really need to see that. I do want to see the other charges here. Looks like we got one in from a Goblin Wolf Rider unit, who is going to get attacked from several sides now. There we go. Poor guys, they took a lot of damage off of that charge, and it looks like the enemy lord, the war boss, has actually landed among our Necropolis Knights with halberds. Doesn't seem like a great idea. Certainly, he could do a decent amount of damage to these individual units. Brings down a single Necropolis Knight off of that charge right away, but now he's going to get surrounded by Necropolis Knights with halberds on both sides, and I do also send our lord. He's slowly going to come here and deal with that himself. In the meantime, we have a unit of Necropolis Knights, the anti-infantry kind, fighting a unit of pump wagons. I do wonder how that matchup is going to go, because technically the Necropolis Knights should have the advantage, but once again, they are the anti-infantry kind, so they'll probably take a little bit more damage than they otherwise would, and actually it looks pretty even. We're winning slightly, which is pretty much reflected in the HP there. It seems like the enemy units of Night Goblin Squig Herders, or Hoppers rather, also decided to charge straight into a unit of Tomb Guards with halberds. That was pretty insane, because they did no damage, and they took a lot of damage themselves. Ooh, and it looks like we'll have Black Orcs versus the Guardians of the Alabaster Tower, our best looking units here. That's exciting. Let's see how these guys fight. Did I speed it up twice? No, they just poke each other really fast. Wink. There we go. Honestly, kind of hard to see. Oh, is that the WA being activated already? Damn, this battle is going by real quick, which is, I guess, not surprising. And we got more enemy Black Orcs charging against the Sphinx Legion of Numas over here. Wait, is it the Sphinx Legion of Numas that has all masks? No, these guys don't all have masks. Was it just coincidence? These guys do all have masks, right? Oh, maybe they don't. Oh, I just ended up seeing a lot of them with masks and thought I thought it looked like the first line of them had nothing but masks. And yeah, it looks like it does. Look at all these masked guys. Okay. Alright, so this is a pretty interesting matchup, I suppose. The Orc boys are not going to get their way at all, and they do have a standard bearer. That's lovely for them. I would have loved to see a one-on-one between Black Orcs and the Tomb Guard here. It looks like the Tomb Guard are winning slightly, because these guys are losing slightly. Oh, it actually... Wait, losing decisively, because attacked in flank? You're not really being attacked in flank. I don't see how that's... Oh, is it really just these couple units that got through here? Well, I guess that would change. The enemy Black Orcs aren't really losing a lot of models, but the Tomb Guard are meant to hold the line, which they do seem to be doing fairly decently, while we get rear charges in from our Necropolis Knights, so here they come. And Necropolis Knights in here. Beautiful. Oh, wow. That seems like they have a decent amount of mass, so they break the formation as well as doing a pretty insane amount of damage to them. These Black Orcs are below half HP, the Goblins rout, and these ones are basically dead as well. So the main line looks like it will have buckled in a few seconds, and there we go. I believe they're routing now. Damn, look at all those green effects everywhere. And now that this battle is essentially over, or at least the infantry battle is over, all of these units basically rout simultaneously. As soon as the Blackworks broke, so did all the units following them, which does make sense. Our Tomb Guard do try to give chase, but they're so incredibly slow, they have no chance at catching the rest of these guys. Our range artillery unit is basically only attacking the enemy Goblin Wolf chariots because they're a ranged chariot, and there's no sense in attacking enemy melee units and hurting our own Tomb Guard. The only fight remaining is basically with the enemy Lord, as everybody seems to have routed at exactly the same time when the charge got in there. The unit of Acropolis Knights that was fighting the Night Goblin Squig Hoppers as well as the Pump Wagons seems to have taken by far the most damage. I believe that was this unit. Whatever did damage to it, it was one of these cav units, so I'm fairly impressed with the Orc Cav for actually hurting it, but nobody else really took any amounts of damage. I mean, I remember in vanilla, Orc Cav was just absolute trash. Well, okay, semi-trash. Orc Boar Boys were trash. The low-cost other Cav was pretty useful, but more so in multiplayer than in single player. I think anybody will agree. And in multiplayer, they were quite effective. As well, the Regiments of Renown in multiplayer were amazing, especially for their cost for orcs. But yeah, the Boar Boys were always trash in vanilla. If I ever do another orc run, and I do imagine I will do one eventually, I'd really like to see the SFO versions of Boar Boys and see how effective they are. Alright, so this battle is obviously over. We're just going to try to chase down this poor Wyvern Lord over here. You have a lot of HP, buddy? No, you don't, because you're dead. Just as I said it. And there we go. Obviously, the auto-resolve was proven quite wrong here. Our Tomb Guard held the line and took no damage. And our Necropolis Knights did fairly decently at their debut. So there we go.
Victory in our death.
Alrighty, there we go. I think we can safely confirm that the auto-resolve went really, really crazy this time around, thinking that the enemy had a major advantage. I don't know what the hell was up with that. Once again, I think it was due to the fact that our Lord is very low level, and I think the auto-resolve very much favors higher level lords, although now that I think about it, I didn't check what level the enemy lord was. Now let's just see how everybody did. I think our only unit that really took any damage was this one unit of Necropolis Knights, and yeah, I do gotta give it up to some of the enemy cav for actually doing the damage there. I mean, I guess this was an anti-infantry unit of Necropolis Knights, so it does make sense that they took some damage. It wasn't a crazy amount, but they certainly did get beat up. They also dished out 7k damage, 10k on this one, 11k on this one, 10k, 7k, 24k on the Regiment of Renown. Wow. Okay, so these guys are pretty damn good at doing what they do. That is impressive. That's impressive in how much more damage it is than all the other Necropolis Knights, actually. Can't be underestimating that one Regiment of Renown. This battle also went to show us just how much you need artillery in an army that's focused on the infantry skeleton units, because the Tomb Guard are so incredibly slow at moving anywhere. So yeah, when you don't have a ranged unit, and if the enemy had a bunch of artillery, that would have been a lot more problematic for us, because we would have had to charge in with our Necropolis Knights at least to take care of the artillery before doing anything else. But if the enemy army was protecting their own artillery with a box of units, this would have definitely been a problem without having a casket of souls to deal with the enemy artillery. Anyway, I believe that's it. Our hero didn't do too much, but he was mostly running around casting spells, and he is a caster lord after all. Wait, damage dealt 18, kills 24? How is that possible? Oh, I guess from runaways? Huh, I guess it doesn't count damage to runaways? Because this doesn't seem right. It doesn't matter, alright. Everybody else held the line. We'll occupy this, retake this province yet again. At least we get some free levels out of it. Blightwater is now ours in another storm of necromancy. Worship back up, and let's re-upgrade Death Gorge once again. Okie dokie, so what else do we need to do? This is gonna bother me until we upgrade Sudenburg, isn't it? And same with Vulture Mountain and World's Edge Mountains. Okay, yeah, fine. Kasabar, I think I'd much rather upgrade you. Let's do that. I did talk about doing that last turn anyway. Granite Massif, you're also one of these yellow territories, and you will generate very, very little income, which means we can freely make you into a military hub, despite the Obsidian Quarry here. And I guess it only generates $100 anyway, so yeah. We'll make this into a military hub. Do we upgrade you right now, though? I mean, wait, you also don't need walls. I forgot to destroy those. We'll upgrade you later. And where do we spend the rest of the cash? Charnel Valley is what we were just looking at. Karag, Asgal. I guess we should upgrade those sandstone walls, huh? And you know what? We are going to start warring with the orcs reasonably soon. Morgheim. Let's upgrade this to max, just in case you get attacked. I mean, you're looking pretty good as you are, but just in case. Okie dokie, anybody else need to do anything? Arkhan the Black, do we want to hit Doomglade with you? I mean, if we're gonna have to keep looking for Krog-Gar. Oh, look, we got a full stack out at Teotihuacan. We're not going to hit that with Arkhan, though. We're gonna hit it with King Setep, so he could, yeah, let's send all of these Tomb Guard up on the walls via towers. That should be a pretty fun thing to see, and especially since these guys only have this one territory, aren't allied with anybody, we can freely deal with them. Arkhan, in the meantime, declare war on them. They aren't at war with anybody we like, so I guess we'll just straight up attack. Declare war, go. And yeah, you know what? Might as well have Arkhan destroy them. If they have no armies here, so there's not going to be any good battles, we'll just have Arkhan auto-resolve them. Occupy that. We'll have other stuff. Gleaming Pennant, you are useless. You're one of the useless banners. Province secured. Crater of the Walking Dead. Swell. This place is also probably never going to make money. Rosetra. I started building these walls here, but now that I think about it, it's unnecessary, because you're going to be in the midst of territories soon. Let's get your growth building instead. 339. But we still need this Worship of Fox, just because we're going to be taking... building a lot of buildings here, they all cost a lot of cash. Okie dokie. Who else needs to do things? King Wildcop, King Setep leveled up, or Setep rather, but we'll deal with that between the episodes, or rather I will. You guys don't need to see that. You, my friend, I thought I told you to build another Bone John, might not have been ready. Yeah, build one there. And I don't really know what else to build here. The main reason I have units in this army is just so that, you know what, build a couple of these Ushab too with Great Bow. Just so that there are units, i.e. if we get a new army up and running, so that they're already built. It's essentially the only reason I did this. And let's build 2 Screaming Skull Catapults as well. Maybe that'll be the range army. We can't build the Scorpions yet, so there's no need to really build them. Coast of Araby makes some of the most cash that we have because of the Kofar Harbor, which means that we really need to build the Pyramidians here. And we'll need to build the Undead Quarryman here. Oh, I just remembered I built more of these Pyramidians somewhere, but now I no longer remember where it was. I just do remember that because we need to upgrade them. Oh, where the hell did I build those, damn it? Oh well, I'll figure it out between the next episodes, I guess. And I think that's everybody in regards to moving. King Lamizash, you still can't attack this for a turn. Ah, damn. I just wanted to click it again just in case it was a bug. But apparently not. Oh, if this guy attacks us, and if they attack us outside the walls, that would be amazing. I would really prefer that sort of battle, rather than artillery spam, or archer spam. King Thotep, you're sort of done recruiting until you can build War Sphinxes. Yeah, kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait for you, buddy, because we need cash to actually build the War Sphinx buildings, and I think every single War Sphinx building only allows us to build one. Which makes me think we should probably put some other stuff into this army. Where's the War Sphinx building? Yeah, it's gonna take us a long time, and I'd say we get 4 of them in this army. Maybe 5. We'd still need more, so if we get 5, we'll be at 15, and then plus 3 more, we'll be at 18. I guess we'll build some, I guess we'll build a couple Screaming Skulls in this army, just because. What's the other option? There isn't one, really. And we should probably get another one of these Great Incantation of Tahoth going. Anyway, we're gonna end the turn. I want to get this freaking Sartosa battle going, if nothing else, so let's do that. Before the end of this episode, I want to double debut, as it were. Military alliance between Itza and the Order of Loremaster is too far away for us to give a damn. Count Noctis, you're still in love with us, but we can't reciprocate. Sorry. And are you insane? Are you insane? What are you doing? Man, on the one hand, this is a debut battle. On the other hand, this is going to be such a boring battle. I don't even want to see it. I'm just going to quick save it and auto-resolve it. I'd much rather fight the Ushabti battle. These guys can fight a better battle than that. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. We'll have to land in Sartosa to fix up how hurt everybody got here. I guess we could replenish troops, but you know what? Just go Endless March. Wait, no, not Endless March. Go Harvest Organs. There you go. This we will fight right now, though. I will have to make that cut here, as I usually do, because the last battle was a cinematic one, so here we go. Alright, there it is, and here we go, debut number 2. Alrighty, once again, it seems like this battle is in the AI's favor, and this might actually be the case, but I feel like it's more so based on the terrain than the enemy types. Granted, we're unupgraded, but this is their garrison. It is a pretty good garrison, but a garrison nonetheless. Oh, and I accidentally had our Lich Priest start all the way over to here, so he's gonna have to very, very slowly wander his way up here because he's not on the horse. Maybe I should have remade a Lich Priest with a higher level, but whatever, it's too late now. Anyway, the way we have this set up is we know that Ushabti, i.e. melee regular Ushabti, are fairly fragile, so I have them sort of set up together as opposed to one at a time, or one unit at a time, and ooh. Loving the look of the Sepulchrex Ushabti. I wish we could once again have an army with this color scheme. That'd be really neat, especially as it's looking very necromantic, isn't it? It's all purple and glowy and stuff. Yeah, it would have been nice if all of Arkhan's forces were sort of like that. But anyway. We have this set up like this because they are fairly easily isolated and killed if they don't have support, and we don't have Tomb Guard or Skeleton Soldiers to hide behind, so we will be using Ushabti to essentially support Ushabti. We also have 3 separate units on the flanks. Now, one of the reasons that I was talking about of this being sort of a bad matchup for this is terrain. Now, you can't quite see, well, actually you can see it on the map over here. This is all in shadow because this hill actually blocks all of our line of sight. We can't actually see the enemy forces, therefore we can't fire upon them. And thus we are going to try to move in such a way where we can get them across relatively open ground. The other bad thing is that no matter where we started, we essentially either had a hill to our disadvantage, or we had these damn trees wherein the Ushabti being large units would get debuffed. So yeah, kind of a pretty bad, probably as bad as it could possibly be set up for us. Like, if this was at least clear ground, we could have probably backed off here and tried to draw the enemy forward. Oh, and it looks like the enemy is going to finally charge us. We still can't see their units, but some of them will start coming out of the fog of war, or whatever it is, line of sight zone. Several of the other units are still hidden, like Sirens and Mourngulls. I believe they all have stock, so they can do whatever the hell they want, and we don't know where they're going. And let's just put it up until regular speed until we can see our Ushabti firing. In fact, let's just take a quick look at our Ushabti with Great Bow, because I feel like I have looked at them once or twice, but it's been such a long time. Where's the Regiment of Renown, the Chosen of the Gods? They're right here. What kind of color scheme do you guys have? Oh, they also have a kind of purplish color scheme. Man, I really should have gone all in on that, Arkhan. Alrighty, but they should be able to get their first shots off any second. Now, speed it back up. And here we go. So the first shots coming in are going to go for the depth guard over here. And I guess we do want to get rid of the depth guard as soon as possible. More so the halberdier type of depth guard, but these other ones as well. Oh man, it's really cool watching the Ushabti with Great Bow hit the depth guard. Because they're a relatively tough, well actually they're a fragile unit, but they're great damage dealers. And they're heavily armored. Hey, have you guys stopped firing at them? Okay, maybe they've stopped firing at them. There are other depth guard that we need to destroy here. And since these guys are low model count, I like the fact that it's basically a shot will explode 1 or 2 at a time, not like a whole giant pile of them, which makes it kind of cool. Oh, now you're firing on these guys again. I guess it was a volley. We got the same thing going on over here. Another unit of depth guard with polearms and another unit of depth guard with the twin axes. So the depth guard are going to take the brunt of the damage right away. Obviously, I feel like they're the better target as opposed to somebody like the Rotting Prometheans and stuff. The range units we can retarget after these guys have engaged in melee. So I think we're achieving more or less what we want to achieve. These guys, they're taking damage. And there we go. Looks like the charge is going to join. And the two main lines are going to clash here. Lots of the Rotting Prometheans are going to charge the... wait, why would they charge them with the gunnery mob? You could have kept these guys back. Huh. Oh well. And there we go. A Necropolis Colossus coming in as well. Oh, and we see the golden explosions. I believe that's from the Lord firing. Oh, he's so tiny compared to all these monstrous units fighting around him. I think I told him to fire on... well, no, he doesn't look like he's aiming at the Necropolis Colossus, but he will be eventually. And we also pop the... you can see the purple energy effect all around them, and I really like this effect. This is the special ability of the Sepulchrex. And look at the debuffs. Dread of the Dead Gods, minus 25 leadership, really quite strong against undead units because all these units are in critical binding basically immediately off of their charge. Now, our flanking units are taking quite a bit of damage, especially this one over here. It got charged by the Invisible Sirens, which we obviously didn't know were coming, as well as the Depth Guard with polearms, which is basically a perfect matchup for them. The Ushabti aren't actually doing any damage to them whatsoever, which is not looking so good. And look at this, I was really impressed with the AI doing this. It sent this one unit of Morngulls around like this, or maybe like this, and we didn't notice it because it was hidden the entire time, to charge into the rear lines of our range units. Perfect use of that unit. They could have probably done it with their second one. I believe they have another unit in here, right here, a Morngull unit, but unfortunately they charged our main line, so not as effective there. The enemy lord also about to go down. We are focusing it with 3, I believe, Ushabti with great bow, so let's watch the death. Gotta try to get these vampire lords killed as fast as possible so that the enemy take that extra leadership debuff. And there we go. He explodes. Lots of extra damage around him. Oh, and it looks like I was indeed targeting the lord with our own lord as opposed to the Necropolis Colossus as yet. Now, the lord's attacks, I believe, do a debuff of minus 15 melee defense and attack. Blinded debuff? I do wonder if it works on the Necropolis Colossus. Can a Necropolis Colossus be blinded? I mean, maybe the debuff applies, but it feels like it should not be possible to blind the thing. It probably doesn't technically see, quote-unquote, so much as uses, necromantic energies once again instead of sight. Or it's just completely commanded by a dark magic instead of bothering to see for itself. Kind of hard to say. Either way. I mean, we've seen zombies and stuff. Well, maybe not zombies, but certain undead units can fight even if their heads have been removed, so... Alright, there we go. Looks like this Depth Guard unit is just about done here. They're dropping very, very quickly. That's once again the debuff working for us. The main line is still going quite strong. It's actually about even on our sides. The Necropolis Colossus is definitely holding strong here, but fortunately the enemy range units have all basically been wiped out. There's this unit who is going to start getting focused down now, and these two units both also got wrecked. You can see they're debilitated, and they are dropping. This one is down. This one's going to follow suit quite shortly. Unfortunately, our flanking unit of Ushabti does go down. I probably should have reinforced it with one of these. They're probably a few too many in this line. This does allow these depth guard as well as the sirens to jump in here, but I do retarget several of our range Ushabti to try to fire on this and try to help these guys out. Shouldn't be too bad in terms of us hitting our own units as opposed to hitting the enemy here. You can see ours don't seem to be taking too much damage here. Yeah, I probably really should have done that earlier, especially before they joined the line here and started attacking our range units. Should have done it while they were still fighting that poor melee unit. Oh well, live and learn. Or never live. Well, sort of lived. Constructs are infused with souls after all. And let's see how we're doing here. Another cast from the Sepulchrex looks like it's going to bring down even more debilitation, and these units are all going to die. One more in here should finish off these sirens whenever it's coming. But yeah, I certainly believe the auto-resolve power level and stuff, this battle was a little bit harder than I thought it would be, considering the amount of Ushabti we have. Now, granted, they are not very buff yet. They were basically starting levels 1 and 2 and such, so they're going to get a lot stronger, especially as they get their level 7 buffs and such. And the Lord is completely unbuffed as well. He's only level 5, so he has a long way to go. Or wait, was this guy level 5? I don't remember what level this guy is, but he's low level like several of the other lords. He's gonna keep leveling up. Ooh, I love the effect from our own lord firing, though. The golden explosion from that bow, and down goes the Necropolis Colossus. Last unit remaining is these zombie-powered deckhands who were crewing the Necropolis Colossus, I take it. And wow, they get focused down by all of our range units at the same time and completely killed. Right as they were charging our lord for whatever reason. He's also incredibly slow, so it was kind of pointless to try to get him away. And there it is, the battle for Sartosa victorious. Since the enemy attacked us, there were no walls to worry about. And though we did lose one unit of Ushabti, everybody else did okay. Our regular Ushabti mostly held the line. I mean, they're an anti-infantry unit. I also feel like this certainly showed us the need to get a couple of get a couple of Hyro Titans in this army, but you know, that's to come when we can actually build those damn buildings. Alrighty, there we go. I actually accidentally managed to lose a unit of Ushabti. Those were the ones on the flank there. I think the AI actually did a reasonably decent job this time around. It made sure that its Morgul Haunters, like that one charge into the back of our line, came out of nowhere for me, and I really appreciated that. And, well, the Sirens obviously are fairly useful against a unit like Ushabti with their physical damage, but they, I mean, they still get shot up by our range Ushabti. The melee Ushabti are obviously fairly fragile, which is why I had them arranged in the way that I had them arranged, so it's not surprising that they took a little bit of damage. I was very impressed with the use of these Sepulchrex Ushabti against the Vampire Coast in particular, as the debilitation caused by the leadership debuff really helped out the main line there. Obviously, these are unbuffed Ushabti, so they will get stronger, quite a bit stronger as they level up and as we get that level 7 buff, but we're gonna have to get there. Let's see how much damage they actually dealt on battle. The Sepulchrex did pretty well, doing 5k, 7k, and 5k, whereas the rest of them did another 7k. And 4k, 2k. What the hell were you doing? You got 0 kills and very little damage. You might have been a flanker. I'm not entirely sure where you were. You poor guys. Okay, yeah, and their ranged Ushabti, on the other hand, 24k, 15, 10, 17, 11, 17 to, yeah, so obviously the range Ushabti did a lot more damage. And I did say that this army wasn't complete. I do want 2 Hyro Titans in here to replace 2 of the regular melee Ushabti, just to sort of act as anchoring points within the line. I was a little bit disappointed with how little damage our Lord did. He was firing from the get-go, essentially, firing for the entire time. He didn't really do all that much damage, but obviously he also doesn't have any of his upgrades yet, so he's not nearly as powerful as he's gonna be. Anyway, that's it for Sartosa, it looks like, and I actually didn't realize that it didn't have walls. But hey, I guess that works out for us. Oh, and it looks like there's a full stack in Lucchini now. Well, you're not going to be able to deal with it. It'll have to be the Ushabti army, although you two might have to work together if that army is going to be as difficult as it was. Hello, what do we have here? Stolen from the enemy, Scroll of Leeching. In region. Oh, that's interesting. Starting amount in Power Reserve. Okay, we'll figure out what to do with that later. And obviously, we're out of time. Wow, that's a lot of enemies killed in battle again. Ooh, hello. Potion of Healing. Definitely not going on King Lamizash, as he really doesn't need it being a ranged lord. We're gonna get that on somebody a little bit more useful. Oh, and it is Erenessa, and she has a bloated corpse, a couple of rotting Prometheans, a rotting Leviathan, and not a lot of anything. I mean, a lot of melee units. Wow, look at the stats on the Sartosa Free Company. 50 and 40 in melee attack and defense. Pretty darn good. That'll be pretty interesting. Probably might need to use both armies here, then. Well, this army is hurt, but it will allow us some more range firepower. That'll be a really big battle next episode, which I think we're going to have a lot of fun with. So I guess that will be the thing that we start off on next time, since everybody can move. And Ushabti are, in fact, at full HP, and we can rebuild the Ushabti that we lost here, but we'll rebuild them next episode after we've retaken that. And there's an Hekaran Citadel here, which we don't need. I really wish it was the Bone Giant building instead. What we want right away is wine. And on the note of that, I am going to call this episode as I said. Next time I'll start off with that, and then we will most likely try to attack Nagashazar. It looks like there's an army in here now. Unfortunately, we did not intercept it, but there's not much of anything we can do about that. As long as we bring down the walls. Critical... Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, man. Okay, at least I guess we might have to siege this the old-fashioned way, then. Wow, damn it, that's annoying. But it was funny, so I think it's still worth it. Anyway, we'll deal with that next time. Blah, 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 blah. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.